Hi, everyone. I just wanted to drop in here with a human connection on the Advanced Intuitive Healer Training Program. It starts on the 23rd of this month of January, and I wanted to just give you a little snapshot of what a class is going to look like in terms of the content that you're learning. The topics are listed on the web page, but I just wanted to dive in a little bit more in what a class looks like, and specifically we'll use the first class for an example, which is on anxiety and depression. So there are clinical reasons why anxiety and depression would exist in our system, and there are clinical reasons or ways to treat anxiety and depression. And in energy healing, we do want to factor in what might be considered on a little bit more of the clinical, or even if we're not all therapists or working in a therapeutic realm, we're still looking at something similar, which is the trauma history in the body. That's one aspect. We're also looking at the soul and the soul trajectory in the body. And in this particular class, we're going to address where anxiety and depression can manifest in the body, but also what might be at the deeper roots of anxiety and depression. And we're going to separate out the two because sometimes they come together and sometimes they don't. So we've got to look at them from both perspectives, and what particular energetic imprints are factored in when we're looking at anxiety and depression in the system. And some of this is also, I want to address that stigma about medication. Can you heal on medication, or can you do energy work on medication, etc.? Of course you can. I'm going to dive more into that to clear up any confusion about whether, how to work with someone who might be really working with anxiety and depression throughout their life, and really wanting healing. So we're going to look at it from a whole kind of well-rounded perspective in the energy system. It's not just the trauma in the body. It's also where the soul is going and what the soul is needing, and how the soul is communicating through your system. So I'm a little vague about that because there's more to go into in the class. So the class format is going to be a talk, like a lecture. I'm going to give you a lot of information. We will have a Q&A after the class. And then so the class is an hour, and then we'll have a half-hour Q&A discussion about the content that you're learning throughout in that class. And then we'll have a second class in January. The class is the week later. In subsequent months, it's actually a couple weeks apart. I just wanted to make sure we got both classes in January. So the second class is more of a case study. So we'll dive into a healing and work on the topic of anxiety and depression with someone who's wanting to volunteer to be the client. And then we'll do a practice healing together. I'll facilitate, and then I'll actually invite some of you to facilitate also the healing for the purpose of practice. So that's the format that's going to be happening through the classes. I list the topics on the website, but we're really diving in to the energy system to give you a sense of, when you're working with clients, where are you going to start when they have particular issues. So that's the format, and I would love to have you there and joining the advanced training program. And also, if you do have any questions, feel free to just let me know. You have my email. You're welcome to email me if you do have any questions about the program or the topics or anything about this going forward. So I look forward to connecting with you. I hope this was supportive and helpful, and I hope to see you on the 23rd. Thanks, everyone. Bye.